So what do you do when you figure out your dogs have fleas and they've brought them into the house? I say panic. Or you can watch this video and I'll help you figure it out. So guess what? My dogs have fleas. And it's kind of a nightmare because I have carpets and I have 2 dogs. So it's been kind of a difficult week or so, but luckily I do have some tricks up my sleeve and I can help you figure that out too. And so I know going the natural route is a sacrifice, definitely, because if your dogs do have fleas and you're not using chemicals, it is a commitment on your part to make sure that you kill the cycle, the flea cycle, and that you don't bring chemicals into your home. Now this could be for a multitude of reasons, all your own, but I do understand where you're coming from. And so I'm going to help you figure out how to get rid of those fleas naturally. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to wash your dogs with a natural shampoo. You could even add some lemon to the shampoo, and you want to get a great lather going, and then you want to leave that lather on your dog for at least 10 minutes. Now that kills the fleas, they drown. I know this sounds a bit morbid, but that's ultimately what we're trying to do. And so you leave that on for 10 minutes, you rinse it off, wipe your dog down, and then take those towels and put them right in the wash. So that's the first thing you're going to do, okay? Now the second thing you're going to do is you're going to wash everything. Anything and everything that you can put in the washing machine, get it in there and wash it. Vacuum everything. Under the couch, on the couch, behind the couch, under the table. Vacuum as much as you can. Okay, and then what you do is you cover as much of the furniture and places where your dogs lie down and hang out with sheets and blankets that are easily washed, so that you don't have to reinvest in vacuuming all over again inside your furniture and everything. So that's what I've done here, you can see. And so then it's much easier to take all of this off and put it in the washing machine and put them back on, or actually I've just been rotating different sheets. And so that's the second thing you want to do. And then what you can also do is put diatomaceous earth everywhere that you can. Now I recommend that you do use a mask to do that and keep your dogs away from the area where you're doing that, because it does create a bit of a cloud at the like when you're pouring it everywhere. You can even put some on your dog once they're dried as well. So you want to do this, vacuum and change these sheets every 2 days for at least 1 week. Okay, it's important to do that because what you're doing is you're gathering all of these eggs that are falling off of your dog and that the fleas are laying. And so once you've done that for a week and a half, every 2 days, you've pretty much contained it. And then what you want to do is once a week, you want to do that. Once a week for at least 4 weeks. Okay, and that is going to help you tremendously. And so that's the second thing you're going to do. Now other things that you can do is your dog's collars and leashes are also going to be exposed to the fleas. So what I do is I just put them in the freezer and let them stay there until I use them again for a walk, and then when I come back I put them in the freezer. That does kill fleas. Another thing I do is I create my own flea collar with a bandana. I use 3 tablespoons of water, 3 drops of lavender or cedar oil, and I apply it to the collar or to the scarf and tie it to my dogs, and that creates their own flea collar. You can repeat the application every 2 days or so just to make sure that the oil essence is still applicable. Another thing that you can do is steep some lemon in some hot water, let it cool, and brush your dog with that. That will actually deter fleas as well. And lastly, what you can do is create your own flea spray, which is basically 1 cup of apple cider vinegar and 1 quart of water. And you can also add lavender or cedar oil to that water and spray your dog in anywhere that you know they hang out. That is a huge flea deterrent, and it'll actually also soothe the skin. So good luck to you. I know I've been struggling with it, but they're worth it. But yeah, it's pretty frustrating, and but keep at it. I promise you, you will be successful and it'll be worth it. Don't forget to subscribe.